Hello guys, it's Paula back to show you the book that I'm starting on. And it looks like there's a little bit of a glare. Let me see if I can get that to go away. It's called The Christmas Tree That Grew. Oh, and prior to me saying that, I meant to say that I'm still working on the design team book, and I will do a flip through as soon as I have that complete. It's close. Okay, The Christmas Tree That Grew, and it's a little golden book, and I don't have the spine on yet, but it is going to be a dark green, and it will be trimmed out with red, probably red rickrack. I'm not sure yet. We'll just see. Excuse me. Anyway, it's The Christmas Tree That Grew. And I'm just going to show you quickly the pages in this book basically are about Christmas trees and ornaments, because that's about the book. And this is a really cute book. I had never read it before, never seen it before, but it is cute, and your kids, if they had read it, would really love it. Okay, so it's The Christmas Tree That Grew, and I'm just going to show you a few of the pages. I'm not going to show you the vintage pages because we'd be here for quite a while, but I'm going to show you here's some ornaments. And let me get back over here. Here's some Christmas trees. So I tried to stick with Christmas trees and ornaments. And so here's the center of the second signature. This will have two signatures. And it'll be great for documenting your Christmas affairs. And here is the second signature. And of course, we have to include Santa a little bit here. And let's get over here to the next cardstock, or the scrapbook page. There is a Christmas tree and ornaments, Christmas sayings. And over here is the center of this book. So we started the first page with this, which is my very favorite, and we'll end with it in the center of this signature. Okay, so we're just going to do some, I thought, what can I do? This is a little golden book. I wanted to do something different in this book. And I wanted to use some bags. And so I thought, I forgot to show you. Here's going to be some of the palette. It's basically going to be red and green. Red, green, gold, silver, maybe even. I think it's going to be more on the gold side. But here's some of the decoupage cards that we did. Some Christmas trees. Ornaments. I mean, it's all pretty much, I'm going to use this extra red handkerchief, pockets, and then ephemera in general. And they do mention candy canes, so I threw that in. There's going to be a couple vintage cards. Here is a Christmas to You All, Merry Christmas to You All, and it's very old. And let me see if the date's on here. No, but you can tell that it's pretty aged. And then here's a Christmas tree and a snow globe, which is an old card, which doesn't give the date either, although it doesn't look quite as old as the other one. Okay, so I'm going to move this over, all the goodies here over, so that we can get to our project, which basically is going to be news to us all. So I'm going to just mix some watercolor and put, I did this, I took a class once for a scrapbook page, And I learned how to, we're going to practice on something besides the main thing I want to do. Let's practice on this index card. So we're going to do shapes with cookie cutters. Now, you're thinking, oh my gosh, really? But let me tell you, these have been my grandkids and my children's little cookie cutters since forever. I'm going to move the camera. There, it's, sorry guys, it was kind of stuck on my mat and I knew it would be a problem. So I'm just going to mix some red and green and we're just going to stamp as if it's like cookies or childlike is really my goal. And what we'll do is this is the Fine Touch watercolor, Brilliant Red. But, and you have to remember with watercolor that it doesn't take a lot. Like that's going to be way too much. But, what can I say? I'm thinking big with this project. So you wet your brush and you just smooch it around, smooth it around on your palette. Now, I don't know how this is going to work because, well, actually, I think I'm going to try painting it on and see how that works first. I think that's pretty close to how we did it, and then we kind of dipped it in and then just push it down on your paper, hold it for a second, lift it up, and there you go. So it is going to work pretty good, it looks like. So while we're using this red, I want to go ahead and do some candy canes on. I'm going to move some of this stuff over. We're going to be here all day trying to figure it out. I'm going to, you're going to get messy. So just be prepared with some wipies. I'm going to, well, see, I just set that down in there and it just, you want to let some of it kind of go off the page so that it looks more realistic, but be ready to wipe it up so it doesn't get on the back of your bag. And I'm just dipping it. I mean, I'm simply dipping it and just touching it to my paper, lifting up. Simple. Okay, so I'm going to move this one to the side, and I figure we'll do all of our red first, and then we can do our green. And I've got several little things here that I want to do, and it'll look really, really Christmassy when we're done. Okay. So here is our the envelope that I always have to do. Now that one didn't do super great. I'm not going to try to do it again because it doesn't matter. Whoops. Because you want it to look childlike. Or at least I do. I think it will look cuter that way. And here we have a grid. See, I need to mix this up a little bit more because it doesn't take much for it to start doing whatever it wants to do. The key is to make sure you get plenty on here. And when you put it on your paper, make sure that all the edges go down, kind of like you would a stamp. You know, the same way you would do a stamp. And I'm just making up several things because I have plenty of paint here. And there we go. Okay, I got to find some place to lay this. Excuse me for a second. If you could see my craft room right now, it is pretty much a disaster. But what can I say? Okay, so this time I'm going to wash my brush out. Got to move some of this stuff over so I don't destroy what I just did. Let me get my towel. I always keep an old towel you know, to take care of any water, or if I don't know if you've watercolored before, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say you don't want it to be, how do I want to say this? When you're painting like a face or scenery or whatever, you don't want it to be like puddles in your painting, because you will, this is not exactly Christmas green, I don't think, but it's close enough. I didn't want to dig, but the spine is going to be super green. Oh, this has blue. Little bit of blue in there. But I think it'll be all right. We'll see. We'll do one, and if we don't like it, we can change it. Anyway, let's do the Christmas tree first. Now, this little Christmas tree is not as easy as the candy cane because it's dimensional, and I'm not really wanting dimension. I'm going to try this on something before I do it. Let me see what I do with my little... Here, we'll just do it on this one. That's not bad. I kind of like the childlike look whenever you... Let me move this up so you can see it. I'll move this one out of the way. Somewhere. I like the childlike look that it gives. And that is just cute. Okay. Here is our bag. I'm going to put a tree right in the middle. And really, I'm seeing now, playing with this, I can see what needs to be done. Also, you need to put pressure on all the corners of this tree, because I think that's why it wasn't stamping as well. There, that's better. Much better. Okay. Yeah. I need to wipe this up a little bit so it doesn't get on the back of our projects. Okay. Now, after we do the tree, we'll do an ornament. And it's okay if they overlap. It's not a big deal at all. And actually, it really looks cute that way. I think I have my candy cane backwards, don't I? No, maybe not. That's the way it was. The cookie cutter was that direction. Yeah, it's correct. I don't know what I was thinking. I always question myself on stuff like that. I don't know about you guys. But if it says left, I look at it and it looks like it should be right. That kind of thing, you know. Okay, so let's see if I got everything with the tree. I did. So I'm going to put this over here out of the way so it can be cleaned up. And next we're going to do an ornament. And you know what? I think we should do the ornament gold. And I did not get a gold out. Let me grab one. If I can find where I laid my paints. Isn't that crazy? Oh, there they are. I'm like, hello. These are from, they're from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm just going to do like, it's not going to be like a sparkly gold. It's just going to be like the brightest yellow I have in here. So, let's put it right here. I'm already messy. All over me. Have it all over me, guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. I've been busy. Sadie has drove me crazy today. But I'm still here to talk about it. So, I guess it's okay. She's just been a handful today. I don't know what her deal is lately. Like now, she knows how to ring the bell and bark at the door. And that's all she wants to do. And then she goes outside and all she wants to do is play. And I mean, literally play. She lays in the... Oh, this got some green in it. I guess must have not got my brush clean enough. Let's add some more yellow. Hopefully that will make up for it. Let me wash my brush out again. I had clean water. I'm surprised it did that. Let's see. Oh, I forgot the tree on that one. Oh, well. Let's go up here and see if we can't do better than that. Okay. There we go. Now, I didn't put as much this time, but actually, it's the right amount. I didn't, ooh, my brush is wanting to roll. I didn't put the right amount earlier. I put more than I should have. Although, this little ornament may not do that great. It's another one of those. If it doesn't, we will go to, we will use like a bell or a star. It still wants to have green in it for some reason. Yeah, that's not working. That little lines on that on there are just so small, and I'm wondering if this paint is bright enough. We'll use a star. Oh, it's a little better, but I gotta be honest, I don't really like the yellow, so I'm gonna come back in with I'm gonna wipe this off. I really want to stick with, you know, the colors that are going to be in the book. Oh, this is our demo. Thank goodness. Yeah, and really, it's going to change kind of the whole idea. I could add some blue. Let me see. Purple. That's another color that's in the book. So, it's on the front of the book. I'll put it, well, good grief. I'll put it like that. It's the kids are wearing purple. And I didn't really incorporate it in the book because it just didn't seem too Christmas to me. I'm working super fast here, people. Just so you know. That's probably why I'm dropping things. Okay, let's look for something. Here's a violet. Let's use that. Let's use that. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to be speedy so I don't keep you guys all night. Okay, let me throw this away. And let's just start with clean palette, because if I'm going to drop it, I want to drop it into the color I'm using. Okay. I hope you guys can see okay. I didn't know if any of you enjoyed painting or not, that I just decided to take a chance. It is so much fun. You can use your distressed inks or your oxide inks. You can just put them on your mat and do the same thing basically. And there we go. Yeah, the purple, I like the way it looks. You can do it with your, you can do it with just a little cheap watercolor thing, you know, palette. Or you can do it with, put a couple on there. Yeah. And see, that's turning out cute and simple. I mean, it's simple as all get out. And you just overlap them. Because honestly, overlapping them, they really look cute. And the reason I'm doing 2 of the purple is because I want to fill it in a little better. But I'm not giving it a lot of thought. Okay. And let's see. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, this is our flop one. But we'll go ahead and give it a purple star. You never know. We might need to use it sometimes. It is, after all, a junk journal, right? Oh, Sadie's barking. She must be driving Daddy crazy now. Oh my gosh. I feel the same way you feel whenever your kids were little and you could hardly wait for Daddy to be home. I kind of had that same mindset since she's been so rotten. She went out in the grass and literally laid down and started rolling. And she was covered in dried grass. And I was just like, are you kidding me? And so I tried to get her attention, you know, and she didn't want to give me her attention. And I finally, I just kind of nudged at her collar and said, come, you know, come to me. And she just looked at me like, I don't think so. Whoops. So there we go. We're going to cover this with, this is going to be a pocket, and we'll cover it with something. But I think we've done everything, guys. Let me pull some up so you can see them up close. And I know this was just kind of an elementary kind of project, but you know what? It's fun, it's messy, and I recommend it. I think all adult women, and men for that matter, need to get messy with watercolors. Our acrylics, our dilutions, which is basically a thin down acrylic. And I might go back with this and put some stickles. Just, let me grab some. It's kind of wet, so I don't really want to get them all over me. But let me see if my stickles will even work. Hold on. I haven't used them since last year, so we'll see what happens. I don't know that my silver is going to work, but we'll try a few and see what happens. You know, you never know. I do have, let's try this gold. I don't think the gold, I think it's the pearl, but I want to try it. So we'll do the gold, the red, and the, I'm going to sit down here now. I've been standing. Let's see what the red looks like first. And now, when I say I'm going to use the stickles, I mean like in the empty spaces. And I haven't done stickles in forever, so let me use our... That's why I'm not sure these will work. But if they don't, you just kind of drop a drop there. Kind of take it in a circle. Put your tip down and kind of go in a circle and bring it up. And... you know, you really want to start from the top and work your way down. I'm just going to put one, let's put one right here. And I'm going to put one on the tree. This is just a practice one anyway. Okay, I'm going to toss that one because I really made a mess of it. So let's go ahead and start with our bags. And again, I'm going to start at the top. You just put some on there and then just kind of... Now, you will have to let this dry overnight. And you don't want to go crazy and put so many that, you know, there's not, you don't want them to be the main focus. Even though, how can they not be? I mean, look how cute they are. Now, you can mix the colors, or you can just stick with one color. That's all red on that one. Let's do this bag, and we'll do kind of a mix of colors. How's that? Okay, so let's, well, you're supposed to start up here. Do some red. And I'll do a red over here. Now, you know, you're supposed to wipe it off, and then you just kind of poof it up, and it takes the air out of it. I don't know if that really works or not. Because I know when I've had them for a while that you've got to watch too when you first do them, because they can come out in a big blob. So you always want to test it somewhere. Do some green. We might even put some gold on this one. It's not like a sparkly gold, but let's see. Okay, let's do the gold first. And then we'll go on to one of the other ones. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not, but right here on the purple, it's kind of got a little puddle. So I'm just going to take and that's the purple paint. I'm just going to take the tip of a paper towel and soak it up. That way it doesn't take it so long to, oh, I like those. I've never used the pearl ones. I ordered them before Christmas, so I'd have them, and I keep forgetting to use them. So I'm like, why did I buy those? Just to dry up on my shelf? That's how it is sometimes, huh? I do like the way the gold ones look. I feel like I want to add some to this other bag we just did, because it's kind of plain. Ooh, almost made a mistake. It's real easy if you get in a hurry to move too quick, and you end up with a blob that is streaming across your page. Okay, let's put one right here. All right. Now, I don't know how those are going to dry, but hopefully it will look good. Okay, so we've got 3 colors on there. So this one is very colorful, and under my lights is really shiny. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side and grab an envelope. And let's start with the gold. Let me make sure you're in. Yeah, you are. Okay. I just didn't want to be doing this messy thing and nobody be able to see it. I just wanted to double check. I kind of like to work in odd numbers. So, I've got 5, but I'm going to put 6 and 7 on here. And I do have some silver, but you know, I think I'm not going to use the silver because I don't think silver and gold would jive with each other. Probably wouldn't look too good. So we haven't used the green, I guess. I thought we had, but we haven't. I just realized it. You know, you can also do this like you would do frosting. Just kind of put it down, build it up, and then pull back. I hope this isn't too childlike for you guys. Sometimes I just like to get dirty. And sometimes I just like to play. But you know, when my sister and I took this class, this scrapbooking class, we were like, seriously? They're getting out the watercolors? And we were going to use a cup and something else that was a different shape. And do you know, that page turned out so cute. It's like one of my very favorite things I've ever made as far as pages. And yeah, it was fun. It was messy, but I like filling in the pages. We'll do one more. I'm not going to bore you guys to death, but I don't know. I guess everybody by now has done stickles. What are they? Yeah, stickles. That shows you how often I've done them. I think I said the right thing earlier, and just now I don't know. See, that's where my mind goes. Everywhere. It goes everywhere. And that's okay. That's called aging a lot. Okay, now we'll do some green on here. I try to, when I do this, I try to alternate colors so, you know, there's not so much going on where the colors aren't next to each other, you know. Whoops, that one didn't. We got kind of a weird shaped one there, guys. Okay. I think I'm going to come in with the gold because we got some blank spaces. And I kind of want it to look like a scrapbook page or a cardstock, not a cardstock, a scrapbook paper would look, you know. The background would be filled in. And I am going to put these in my, or some of it. I don't know that I'll put it all, but I am going to put it in the book because this book is so childlike, and not childlike. It's very Christmassy. But it has children in it. But what little golden book doesn't? I mean, almost everyone. One more. There we go. These are going to be so cute when they're dried. So I'm not going to keep you. I'm going to go ahead and continue what I'm doing, and just ask you guys, if you enjoyed tonight's video, to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, we do adult things in on this video channel. But tonight, I'm preparing for a book that just had the theme of homemade Christmas ornaments, decorating the tree, you know, and I just thought, when I think of stuff like that, I think cookies. They didn't mention cookies, but I'm trying to think of things that we do at Christmas, and making cookies is one thing that we did with our kids when they were young. And so I don't get to do that much now unless the grandkids are here, and trust me, when you have all 5 of them, cookies is not what you want to do. No, we do bake together. Okay, so if you get it and it acts like it's not wanting to come out, don't put it over your project. Put it over there we go. Because it's got an air pocket in it, most likely, even though I cleared the space on these. See, like it's still wanting to, and we just used it. Or maybe I've used it before and I just don't remember, and I'm having to squeeze a little harder. Alright guys, I'm not going to keep you. I mean, all I'm doing after all is putting dots on a page right now. But I will let you go. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.